This evening is a very special one for me because I'm felicitated by the Nondescripts Cricket Club, which is my home of cricket. I was very lucky to be a part of NCC right from the chance meeting with Mr. Asoka De Silva and walking in through these gates and being a part of this wonderful, wonderful club since 1997 to now. Asela Pathurana, Anil Ridigamana Gedara, Sanjeeva Jayaratna, Charinda Fernando and Rangana Hera. They were my little clique of friends that used to play with me here. I've known Rangana Hera since I was 13 years old, and we'd come and play here, and we were also the clique that was very notorious among a few of the little dive bars in Nugegoda and Navala, where we would stop on the way home in the 176 bus to, of course, partake in a few high-spirited activities. I remember once I was sitting in the dressing room and we were all talking with each other saying, what do we want to do with our future? And everyone said, yes, I want to play for Sri Lanka. Anil Riddhi said, yes, I want to play for Sri Lanka as a batsman. Asela Pathurana said the same. Sanjeeva Jayaratna could have walked into any international side as an all-rounder. And then he asked me what I wanted to do, and I said, well, I would probably like to play for Sri Lanka as well. And I remember everyone laughed because I was hardly making the NCC side. I was not even close to their standards, and they thought, seriously, I think you'd better rethink your decision. But as luck would have it, I graduated on to play, and I'm very grateful for those friendships and those formative years. Aravinda De Silva was here when I first started playing for Sri Lanka, and he saw me out here in the nets one day, and he said, listen, why are you can't drive straight because of your grip. And Mr. Sunil Fernando, my coach, my batting coach from under 13 till I was retired at the age of 37, always had me with my two V's pointing in between the spine and the outside edge of the bat. And Aravinda said, no, if you want to drive straight, and he was right, I could not drive straight. I had a cover drive, I had a cut and a pull, that was all I had. He said, you've got to shift your bottom hand to have the V pointing more down the middle of the spine of the bat. And I thought, okay, I'll try it. So I tried it, and suddenly I found that I could drive straight. I went to Mr. Fernando and I said, you know, Aravinda, we always call him Aravinda Iyer, I still do. Aravinda Iyer asked me to change my grip, and Mr. Fernando said, yeah, I think that's a really good idea. Let's hit some balls, see if it's working, and if it's working, you stick with it. Of course, my father had to approve that change as well, because no matter what change I made, my father had to approve it. And so I changed my grip, and I suddenly was able to drive straight. I had more control on the leg side. Aravinda taught me how to watch the ball. Hashan Tilakaratna taught me how to be tough in the middle of the field, how to play tough attritional cricket, how to bat long. Talking about the NCC, this has been, to me, the best club that anyone could play for. I'm not saying that because I'm just loyal to the club. I'm saying that because the culture and philosophy at NCC for many, many years has been that the cricketers are responsible for what they do on the field. The club will try and support them with everything possible, but go out there, play for the club, enjoy what you do, and no one else will interfere. I think that was a culture set by the greats like Mr. Pisera, and from there onwards all the way down. And it was a great culture to be a part of, because it taught you also, going beyond club cricket into international cricket also, exactly the way the game should be played. And I think if the clubs want to be truly powerful and truly have all-encompassing say about the future of Sri Lanka cricket, that should be the way they do it, when they combine together to think of the best interest of Sri Lankan cricket rather than just the interests of each other or just a club. The other thing has, of course, been corruption in cricket. Unfortunately, Sri Lanka has had quite a few instances of it in the recent past. It is not a great place to be. And no one likes any player, past or present, to be caught up in anything of that sort. But unfortunately, we live and learn. And another instance where I think the NCC can contribute, and the culture of this club can contribute, is to ensure that these lessons that we've learned over the past few years are actually put into practice, where there is awareness, there is education, and everyone takes a responsibility of ensuring that this game that we all love stays clean from club level and beyond. Because it is absolutely essential that that happens, otherwise this game will die. And I'm not going to exaggerate this. There are 43 investigations in the world today, 23 are in Sri Lanka, to do with corruption. And I think that Sri Lanka needs to make a stand. We as a club, we as a cricket side, we as an administration needs to make a stand to ensure that we keep this as clean as we possibly can. And it starts with educating the players, making sure that everyone has a trustworthy system to depend on, a support structure that allows them to play this game without fear, to play this game in the best spirit of the game, with excellent skill, and never ever be part of a system that compromises who they are, their values, or the game that we all love.